EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You see it? You see it? Sit up! 180! 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Room to run past midfield. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Hey, 18.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Okay, let's go. Run the ball after this.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Gotta go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, gotta go. Hey,
Trubisky with the give to Howard. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Ram.
Working from the gun. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. They still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Reds up. 18. Hey, gotta go. Hey, 18.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
18.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. Oh, what a move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They run with a jive. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Here's Ajayi. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Clement. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now it's Ajayi. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Black. 82, 82. Shorty, shorty, shorty.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Great, great. Here we go. Ready? We're shift.
Now Wentz. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Ajayi. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And they'll run it here. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Sunday, Sunday! Great, great. Grip, grip. Flat, flat. Great, great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Past the 20. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Come on now, oh, come on now. Let's go. Black, come on. Here, sit. Great, great.
On play action, it's Wentz sliding out of the pocket. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment.
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
.35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They'll They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. A final shot before half for Wentz. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. It's good.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Trevathan able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Wentz now to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 48 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Sunday. Ram.
They run again with Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
82. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz going to throw. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Red, up.
Check, 53 fight. Check, 53 fight.
Red, up.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Great 15. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Danny Trevathan in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Pulled in at the 24. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 4th down, it's Howard. He finds some open field here. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he finds Howard complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Running with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Buying time to his left. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Great. 81. Run.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Still a lot that can happen, but you think they get points on this drive, even if it's just 3. Should wrap this one up.
And you got to love their starting field position. So if you're the play caller right now, being on the plus side of the 50, you're thinking exactly what you're saying. Get 3, get out of here with at least that. But hey, you might have a chance to put 6 on the board and really take control.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. He leaves this one for Howard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They pitch out to Howard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Eagles' offense now, they head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Chicago, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.